Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. and today we got another unpopular notes video, and this is the most terrifying Uber rides ever caught on camera. We're gonna get right into this. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, hit subscribe button, comments, think down below. Let's go.
Nope, ride's over. You guys need to get out. Get out right now.
No, baby.
No, ride's over. Get out. Bridge?
Okay. I got you on dash cam, dude.
That guy.
I got you on dash cam, dude.
No, I didn't stay in your car.
Driver's self-defense. The thing is, though, this is a common occurrence. At least it's not just some one-off psycho having a bad night. Being in any sort of service industry puts you at the will of other people, and sometimes they don't have the best of intentions.
This guy the driver already seems like he doesn't want this guy in the car. Like, he sees this guy again and he's like, you're gonna be a problem. You already can tell. There's just some you know, right? There's some people you just know. There's some people you just know are gonna be a problem.
Sitting around waiting for his customers to get in, this driver is already seemingly on high alert. His customers are clearly drunk, which can mean just about anything in terms of their behavior. Are they gonna be abusive or rowdy in his backseat? It takes a few moments for them to settle down, but eventually the three of them start going. This driver wasn't messing around though. The couple tell him to shut up in his car and he kicks them out in response.
They're everywhere tonight. There's some crazy. Alright, ride's over. Ride's over.
That is my type of guy. This guy's already complete. These two even start to be an asshole. Out. Don't even try it. He's got 8. This is my type of fucking Uber driver. He's just like, hey man, like tell him to shut up and not talk. He's like, okay, my job, we're done. Get out of the car. We ain't playing this game. Get out. You ain't being disrespectful to me in my own car. Get out. That's my type of thing. I don't take Ubers. This is my type of driver right here.
Ride's over. Nope, ride's over. You guys need to get out. Get out right now.
No, baby.
No, ride's over. Get out.
I'm calling
Get out.
I was saying, no. I was in the car.
Hey, you want to put me in the phone?
Thing about this is, you're not entitled to a ride. Uber would have refunded their money. They push back though, which sets off the man, who pulls out a weapon. This sends them running, but not without making their own move. They scatter out each of the doors, taking a swipe at the driver on the way out.
Look at that. Baby, don't touch him.
Hey!
Don't touch him.
Hey!
You're on camera. You're on camera.
Yeah, you guys are both on camera.
You're on camera.
Get your shit, get out. Get your shit, get out. Right now.
You're acting crazy. You're acting crazy. Crazy.
Man with a weapon you don't want to deal with. You don't want. This is a thing. If you're an Uber driver, have a weapon on standby. It's not a don't fix illegal. As long as you're legally allowed to own a weapon, have a weapon on standby. You never know what you're gonna experience. Always be able to defend yourself.
Being crazy. 911. My Uber driver. Here.
I've already got you guys on camera. The police are already on. Get out of my car right now. Get out. I'm not around. Get out. Hey, I need police at movie studio grill right now. I'm driving with. These guys are getting violent with me. Yes, in Rockland. These guys are getting violent with me. Get out. Get out of my car. Right now.
He's very
Get out.
livid.
Get out.
He hit me in the face. He's very livid.
No, she attacked me. I've got it all on camera.
No.
I've got it all on camera. Get out. Now. Get out of my...
What a listen. This if I'm the guy, I'm getting this chick out of the car. You know exactly how to. You will end up in jail, and they know that. This guy should know that. The guy who's with the girl should be like, get out of the car. Like, just get out of the car. We'll get another Uber. This guy's like just fucking anything.
My car now. Ride's over. You have no right
I
to be
never
here.
hit you.
Right, you attacked me already. You assaulted me.
Okay.
You assaulted me.
self-driving
God damn!
car hits pedestrian.
No.
In this video, a customer is driving in one of Uber's self-driving cars. They're not steering or really paying that much attention to the road, as the car is supposed to be able to drive itself and avoid obstacles on its own. There's a camera on the car that records the inside of the vehicle and another one that records the front of the vehicle. The car is driving down the street at night when all of a sudden, seemingly out of nowhere, the car hits a pedestrian who is jaywalking across the street. The customer inside the car has a look of pure horror on their face as the car hits the pedestrian without stopping.
That is one where the self-driving car would still be in the right. Like the car itself and the driving that would be in the right end. That car came out of nowhere jaywalking. He walked when he's not supposed to. You have a bike, you couldn't even bike across? That way it would have been quicker. You had to walk with the bike in the darkness with no lights to make so no one can see you. The driving car literally did nothing wrong. It couldn't have planned for it. It didn't expect it. It didn't expect. You came out of nowhere in the darkness.
Video footage reveals what happened to missing Uber driver. On February 11th of 2022, Christy Spacuzzi's family filed a missing persons report with Pennsylvania police after she didn't return home from her
Oh, I know this one. We've seen this one before. We've seen this one before.
job the night before. Christy worked as an Uber driver at the time of her disappearance, which is why her family was so concerned about her, thinking that she could have possibly been involved in an accident or had a bad run-in with a creepy customer. The police were able to find Christy's car the day after the report was filed and found Christy's body in the woods nearby. Christy had a dashcam video camera in her car to record her rides, so she was able to capture the moments leading up to her death. The video was used in court as evidence and released to the public after her killer was convicted. In the video, Christy
This is another reason why you should always have a weapon on standby. Always be able to defend yourself. Always be able to defend yourself in this because you never know what can happen. You never know what can happen.
picks up the customer.
Hi, Fortunea. How are you today?
She's very nice and politely asks him how his night's going, but he doesn't really respond to her. Christie's customer would later be identified as Calvin Crew. Calvin was wearing a hood over his head and a mask that covered most of his face. In the video, the only thing visible are his eyes. As they drive, Calvin scoots behind Christie and threatens her.
What are you doing?
This is the gun. Keep driving.
No, it's not. Stop. Come on, man. I got a family. What are you
I got a
doing?
family too. Now drive.
She tells
This is the part that's weird is, so if I remember correctly about this, is the girlfriend, he used his girlfriend's like thing to call the Uber. Is his girlfriend aware of what he planned to do? Because if she was, shouldn't she go to jail then?
him that she's a mom of 4 and she'll give him anything he wants. Calvin switches off the dashboard camera and the video ends. Police were able to find out that Calvin would force Christie to drive for another hour and force her to give him access to all of her bank accounts so that he could transfer money to himself before ending her life. Last moments of Samantha Josephine.
This is another instance where I don't, this is one of those instances where you get why, but immediately doing what the driver said, what the person says because they point a gun doesn't always work. It's hard to do it when they want you when you're in a car, and that's hard to just like not do what they want. But the last thing you'd want to do is drive an hour away to the middle of nowhere because they're pointing a gun at you. So it's hard for, like, I can't fully give advice, but I would say cooperating doesn't always work, and if you can see a way out, take it.
Samantha Josephine's body was found by hunters in the woods. Her friends and family hadn't seen her since she left a bar.
We've seen this one, this Mr. Ballin one, that we saw this part. This is a guy who pretends to be a Uber. I don't know if he pretends to be a Uber. I think she's just so drunk, she assumes it's her Uber as she gets in his car, which once she got in, she had no way out.
A few nights before. Police checked security cameras outside the bar to get clues on where she may have gone. There's nothing suspicious about the video footage of her last moments. She's seen leaving a bar, looking at her phone, then getting into an Uber. However, as the police did more investigating, they realized that the car she had gotten into was not her Uber.
Nope.
The car that she had got into and left the bar in wasn't the car she had ordered on the app. The police were able to locate the driver of the vehicle she had gotten into, and he confessed to being responsible for her death. Knife heist and backseat.
It's insane also to think that you could sit there. Like, I think the worst, she's the example of the worst type of intoxication. Where she is so intoxicated, she doesn't think or really have much thought. She didn't look to see if the giant car matched. She didn't look to see, she didn't even ask if it was her Uber, she just got in the car. Don't just get in a car because you ordered an Uber. I know Ubers don't have the big thing that says it's an Uber, but don't just get in someone's car out of the blue. Even if you're drunk, and if you have any whereabouts of where you are, when you order an Uber, the car pulls up, ask where they're going, because they'll know your address. They'll know where they're taking you. So if they don't give you an answer, they give you a kind of generic answer, it won't work, and you'll know not to get in. If she had even asked him where she was going, he wouldn't have worked, because it would have just been, he wouldn't have had the answer, so she wouldn't have gotten in. But because she was so intoxicated, she just jumped into the car assuming it was her Uber. Cost her life.
At the end of the day, it's never going to be a dull night. If you're driving people at night in the early mornings when most people would be in bed, you're left with whatever's still out there. High, drunk, maybe even desperate. It's hard to know what you're going to deal with on your next night driving. You'd think people would be happy to be able to catch a ride. Instead, they take things a bit too far. A couple joins the driver, though we can only really see the man. He looks just a bit shifty. He doesn't try to hide his face, but does seem to be looking around. When he does speak, it seems a little aggressive. At this point, it already feels a bit like an uncomfortable situation. The man's acting a bit off, and the driver probably wasn't having much fun himself. Suddenly, the man in the back perks up when they're approaching the destination. He looks much more alive than he had before. Suddenly, he has the man stop the car and puts a knife against the driver's neck. The driver is quick enough to get himself away, pushing the knife and getting himself out of the car. The assailants aren't fast enough to catch up, but manage to steal the debit terminal and some of the driver's personal assets. Given what was at stake, however, he made it off with just a few cuts. This was probably the best this situation could have gone. Uber driver saves young woman.
Oh!
This video was recorded.
I'm curious. Well, this one curious me. The other one was just a crazy guy. You know, you got a crazy people with a big fucking knife. Yeah, you're crazy people.
By the Uber driver's dashboard camera. In the video, he pulls over to pick up his passenger. When the back door opens, a commotion can be heard coming from outside the vehicle.
You told me, what is your problem? Oh my God,
Hey!
you're
Back
crazy.
off, man! Back off!
It sounds like a woman telling a man to stop, but he keeps harassing her. The Uber driver tries to shout at the guy, but he won't stop harassing the girl. The driver gets out of his seat and can be heard yelling at the man.
No, I'm gonna snap out!
Back up right now!
He helps the girl get in the car. She's sobbing uncontrollably.
I just really need to leave and I'll be fine.
Alright.
He drives away and begins to take her to her destination. It's lucky for the woman that the Uber driver was there because the man seemed to be very aggressive.
Do you need
I just
law
really need
enforcement
Turn right,
or
then make a U-turn on Snyder
I'll be
Avenue.
fine. I just really need to
get the hell out of here? Okay. Alright.
Couple experiences met.
Thank God that guy's there. Because there's some that wouldn't have said anything. Because it's none of their business. I hate that term. I hate when people do that. That's their excuse. None of my business, so I didn't get involved. If I saw that, I'm getting involved. If you're sending an Uber driver, you're the driver, and some fucking girl is clearly being harassed by a guy, she's telling them to stop, that's not where you go. It's none of your business. That's when it becomes your business because you don't know what's about to happen. It's none of your, it is your goddamn business. Thank God that guy was there. Make sure that girl got away okay.
Nightmare Uber ride.
What is this one?
A couple from Virginia began live streaming their Uber ride on Facebook after the driver started driving incredibly recklessly.
Kept going. That was the scariest moment of my life.
The couple states that another car hit their Uber driver's vehicle and sped away. Their Uber driver became very angry and chased after the car, ignoring the couple's cries to stop and let them out.
Bruh. I can't let this guy go. Oh my God. Hey, yo. Oh my.
This is psycho driver. This, you are not meant to be an Uber rider, you are driver, my friend. You will need anger management. You clearly have a short temper. He bumped the driver, got hit and drove off. Clearly not much damage to the point he couldn't drive or anything. But this fucking guy has some problems. So he fucking goes reckless as can be. What the fuck?
Oh my God.
You gotta stop it. I got 4 kids.
The Uber driver sped through multiple red lights as it tried to catch up to the other vehicle. Eventually, the inevitable happened and the Uber driver, along with a couple inside, were hit by another car after the driver went through another red light.
Oh! Ow! Oh my God, shorty! What's happening?
Somebody just hit us.
Luckily, the couple didn't sustain any serious injuries, but they did state that it was extremely traumatizing for both of them.
I want the name. The Uber driver has to have a name. I'd make sure I'd write down his name. This fucking guy needs to go to jail. That is reckless driving to another fucking level.
Creepy Uber driver scares passenger. A young woman took a video during her Uber ride to record what her Uber driver was saying to her.
No, I didn't stay in your car.
The video opens up with him saying, "No, no, no, you will stay in my car." The woman looks extremely uncomfortable. She responds by saying, "No, I want to go home." The driver asks her why.
Why? No, because you don't want to go back to sleep. You don't want to go back to home.
I'm sorry. Listen here, Uber driver. You weird, perverted man. Because you clearly have some issues. But if I ever heard a man say you want to stay in my car, I'm going to tell you to pull over and let me out of your car. I'm going to tell you, very politely, that if you don't have me get out of your car, you ain't about to be driving the car no more. This woman, this man's disturbing. I completely believe, this is disturbing as fuck. I don't like the sound of this guy at all.
He then tells her that she'll stay with him until he finishes work.
Work with me until 5.
The video ends, but fortunately, the girl was back home safely.
Go ahead. No, you will work with me until 5. No, I go ahead.
Teenage girls try to carjack Uber driver. This video was taken by a passerby who witnessed the entire event. 2 teenage girls, only 15 and 13 years old, try to carjack an Uber driver's car. The 2 girls got into the vehicle while the driver was standing outside the car. The driver tries to get back in and get back control of the vehicle. The girls drive off while the Uber driver is still hanging on to it.
She's still in their car. He's still in the car. Yeah, we called the cop. Call the cop.
They drive away pretty recklessly, which makes sense because they legally aren't even allowed to drive yet, and the driver is just hanging on for dear life.
These girls stole the car. Hey, they stole the car.
Late night Uber.
That's some next level fucking stupidness, girls. You knew damn well how that was gonna go. You should have known. Oh my god, I've admit I'm the driver. I don't think that's what I would have done. Though that would have clinged to life unless you guess you probably had no choice, but fuck.
Attack. The last thing you want to deal with when driving for Uber or Lyft is a rowdy customer. There aren't that many ways to protect yourself when you're behind the wheel. From other cars, sure, you can do your best, but what about from your own back seat? This driver learned the hard way that not every night is going to go smoothly. In the bustling city of Phoenix, amidst the scorching heat and bustling traffic, an Uber driver finds himself embarking on a journey filled with twists and turns. He tirelessly navigates through the maze of streets, going back and forth in an attempt to locate his elusive next customer. The perplexing situation unfolds as the passenger seems to be in different locations, forcing the driver to decipher a series of repetitive, direct instructions on where and how to find him.
I would absolutely not be doing this. If he kept giving me different locations, I'm like, sir, I'm not picking you up. Find your way home. I'm not picking you up. You're clearly playing fucking games. I don't have time for that.
It takes a few minutes. Maybe the directions weren't all that good, or maybe the driver was further than he thought. Either way, when he finally gets to where he needs to be, that's when everything goes really south.
Yeah, so how's you way down there next to the freeway, man?
No, that's all.
It's right here.
You just don't know how to get there, that's all, isn't it?
It's literally right here.
That simple. It shows me here and you got lost, that's all.
I didn't get lost at all.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't.
It's fine.
Okay.
When he finally gets into the back of the car, the two men begin to argue nearly immediately. Back and forth, they try and decide who's right and who's wrong. Suddenly, the man snaps, grabbing and punching at the driver violently.
Okay.
But guess what? You can drive your helmet, all right?
No, I can't. Mom,
Why?
Not doing it now because you're being a dick.
Come on, I'm not being a dick, bro.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not, though.
Yes, you are.
No,
You're
I'm
being a
not.
dick. Yes, you are.
You really want to drive your home, bro?
No, I won't.
Wow, dude, all right.
Yeah.
Thanks for that shit, asshole.
Bye-bye.
You. Keep for that,
Are you kidding me?
Keep for that, Bridge.
Okay. I got you on dash cam, dude.
That guy.
I got you on dash cam, dude.
Oh, man.
He catches the whole altercation on dashcam, thankfully. Though the man might have gotten away, we can see just how dangerous driving for work this late can be.
Completely drunk dude. Completely dude. Yeah, that's not a dude I want to have at nighttime. No. No, I don't fight with broken up, mate.
Taxi pulls over for Ghost. In this video, a taxi driver pulls over to pick up a woman on the side of the road. She's dressed all in white. However, when the taxi driver pulls over and opens the door for her, she's not there. The driver gets out of the car to look for her, but she's seemingly vanished into thin air. This incident happened in Japan shortly after a devastating tsunami. People have speculated that it was the ghost of a woman killed in the disaster.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, that's the person that don't open, like, and then close, and he's just like, the fuck? What the hell?
Ghost gets into cab. In this video, taken from a CCTV camera, people can be seen hailing taxi cabs. One man hails a cab, but when the cab pulls up and the man starts to walk towards the car, a shadow appears behind him. The shadow follows the man as he gets into the cab and disappears into the cab with him. The shadow hadn't been there in the beginning of the video when the man first approached the curb to hail the cab.
Huh. That is very weird. I will admit that is very weird looking.
Ghost in the back of taxi.
We're just all up into ghosts now. The rest of them are just ghost ones.
In this video, a taxi driver is driving at night. The camera has a full view of the empty back seat. Shadows pass through the car as the car passes under the street lamps. However, one shadow forms and stays. It looks exactly like a person in shadow form. It lingers for a few seconds in the back of the car and then disappears. The driver didn't seem to notice.
That would scare me looking back if I saw that and I saw just randomly the freaking person like form there. I'm like, oh no, I ain't getting in that Uber ever again. I don't get in that car ever again. Ever again, I ain't getting in. Never. Never get in that car again. No. I'm gonna steal and everything.
Cab driver runs over woman.
What?
In this video, a camera is recording what's in front of the car and another camera records the inside of the car. The driver of the cab is driving his car early in the morning. In front of him, it looks like something is on the road ahead of him. It's a woman laying face down in the middle of the road. However, it doesn't really look like a person. The driver, unaware, runs the woman over. It must have been a big bump though, because he seemed shocked after the fact, possibly realizing he hit something a lot larger than what he had originally thought was in the road. Tragically, the woman died of her injuries and the driver was arrested for a hit and run.
Hold on, I have to ask this hold on, I need to know something. Hold on a freaking minute. Why was there a woman in the road in the first place? You can't just charge the man going like, yeah, you hit a woman who was in the road. Why is there, it's not like the woman was walking on the road. It's not like the woman was just walking and he hit her, or she was something like that. This woman's lying face first on the road. Have we figured out why she was lying face first on the road in the first place? I don't think that's okay scenario for the charge of the guy for. I get why you think you have to, but I'm a little cautious on this one because it seems there's a little part of that that's missing, which is why there was a woman lying face first on the road in the middle of the road in the first place. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this reaction video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all for the next one.